I will cover 8 functions of AI in Microsoft Excel. In this section, I'm going to talk about AI.ask, one of the ChatGPT features in Microsoft Excel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. Now go to the right section of your screen and click on Add-ins. You see a couple of them I already installed, but I want to show you how. Click on Add-ins. Now try to select the one that says GPT in a black circle. That's the one you want to add. You're going to see a lot of other add-ins that you can add for Excel, but for this lesson, we're going to try to install that particular one, GPT, which is already installed. After installation, just go ahead and look to your right, and you're going to see different options. And this is where you can find different functions and different things you can do with GPT inside Excel, such as ask, table, translate, extract, format, fill, list, and choice. We're going to start with AI.ask. And if you go to your right, you're going to see there's instruction, there's a video, and there's an example of how you can ask GPT to do certain things for you. Then we're going to start using our first function, which is AI.ask. But first, we're going to paste something here. I'm going to ask, write me a short description about top 5 countries by economy. For this, to get the answer in a different kind of cell format, I'm going to select about like 30. Now go to the top section. Let's go to Format Cells, go to the option that says Alignment, and then click on Merge, and then click on Merge Cells. And then make sure you click on the Wrap Text, because we want all the descriptions to be wrapped into one kind of area. And then click on Align to Top, so we want it to start from the top. Now we're going to execute our own code. Equal AI.ask, parentheses, and then we're going to select the cell number 1. We're going to close the parentheses and tab. And it's going to say busy, it's thinking, and it's going to come up with top 5 countries by economy. As you can see, we have it right here. We can do a lot more with this inquiry. So we can actually click on A and then put a comma in there, and then we're going to say let's select it by currency. Add currency to it. That means in the description I want to see currency, what kind of currency they have, and it will come back with that answer. It's going to say, for example, the United States has a US dollar, as you can see here, and then it goes down to other countries, what their currencies are. Now, so we don't have to keep writing. We just can click on a cell and then put a comma in there. I'm going to ask comma military. So I want to see the information about the military for this countries I just asked to produce a report. Now it's going to come back and it's going to tell us about which one has the highest military budget, and it's going to say United States has the strongest military, and followed by other countries below that. And that's how you can create your report with AI.ask, and that's very simple. All you have to do, just go change your inquiry in the top cell here, and you don't have to rewrite them again. In this section, I'm going to show you how to use AI.fill function in Microsoft Excel. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. I've created an example for you here. Country, capital, currency, GDP. I've already provided the answers for the first 3 rows here, and I want the ChatGPT to fill in the rest for capital, currency, and GDP. So it's very simple. All you have to do is use the AI.fill option. And we want to type in AI.fill, and then we're going to go ahead and select the the row here. We're going to select the country row here, all the way down to where we have the answers, which is GDP. And we want the AI to make the decision what will be the remaining here, and we want it to pre-fill in. Tab it, and it's going to provide you with the answer. Now we're going to align the cell E to make sure everything is right aligned, and click, and that's it. As you can see, it wasn't that bad, and we got the answers. In this section, I'm going to show you how to use the AI.table function. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. Now here we're going to create a table for top 10 movies for 2024. Now we're going to select the area where we want the table to be created. So I would say right here is okay. Cell B, and we're going to type in the formula. We're going to type in equal AI.table, and then we're going to select the question on A, and we're going to close the parentheses, and we're going to tab, and it's going to create a table here for you. As you can see, it created a table. It shows the ranking and movie, director, genre, release date, box office, how much money this movie made. Now we're just going to double click to expand each cell to see what exactly we got for this table. We're going to go to the right, and as you can see, the table is pretty much provided all the information we asked. Now you can go ahead and use a format cell, and then kind of use a color option just to make it look nicer. We're going to go ahead with this color, and we got a nice table. One of the reasons I like to predefine my inquiry in a cell is because I can always make changes without retyping it, and I can always refer to that cell. Now let's change that to 2023 and see what kind of answers we're going to get. All we got to do is just tab it, wait, and then you're going to see the answer coming back from ChatGPT. And here we are. This is the table for top 10 movies for 2023. We can always go back and change it for 1969, and it's going to come back and give you all that answer for 1969. You can see, the movies weren't making that much money back then. Well, back then it was a lot of money, but not now. That's how much it takes to make a movie. So we can always go back and change the inquiry to something like adding the cast, let's say, and see what kind of answers we're going to get. Sometimes table changes, depends on the inquiry. And we have over here, we have the cast, as you can see, Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and Catherine Ross, I believe, for the first movie. And now we have the name of the actors and actresses in there. Now we can always go back and change that and put in there 2024, and we get the answer for the cast for 2024. As you can see here, we lost something. We lost the estimated gross sale for the movie, but you can always add it. That's what I mentioned earlier, that sometimes you might get different answers at different kind of table, but adding the a comma in there and asking for gross sales will add that to the column here. And here we are. It's going to think a few seconds, and here we got the gross sales for each movie. This is one of the nicest features in Microsoft Excel, AI.table. We're going to go ahead and add the director. You can add anything you want to the table, and that's why I created the inquiry in a cell, so I don't have to keep typing equal AI.table. So basically, predefining it is a lot easier than retyping it. You can always change your inquiry going to the A section or going to the toolbar to make those changes. In this section, I'm going to show you how to use the AI.translate function in Microsoft Excel. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. I've created an example here for you. We want to translate something here. I created the original text, target text, and the output, what kind of answers we're going to get. So what we're going to get is what is the answer for today in Spanish. So we're going to type in equal AI.translate, and we're going to give it the column here. We select the today, and we're going to go ahead and select Spanish, and then close the parentheses, and the answer is hoy. Let me show you a trick. Expand that cell all the way down, and you get all the other answers automatically. You get the tomorrow, mañana. You get the food, comida, and coche for car. Think is piensa, agua, relajar, ayer, luz, and cebolla. This is the translation for the Spanish for those words from English. Now, let's say if we make a change here and change that to German, what kind of answers we're going to get for tomorrow? We're going to get morgen. And if you change something here, let me see, for water in Italian, let's say we change that to Italian. So we get aqua. In Spanish is agua, and in Italian is aqua. See, it was pretty easy. In this section, I'm going to show you how to use the AI.list function in Microsoft Excel. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. In this section, I'm going to show you how to use the AI.list, and we're going to grab one of these examples here from the corner, and we're going to double click in the D cell, click on Insert, and it's going to give an answer. What is this answer? This answer is regarding the give 5 email subject ideas for a product release, and it gave us 5 of the email subjects. Now we can go make the change and make it 10 in the toolbar, and it's going to come up with 10 email subject. Now we can make a lot of other changes into this inquiry. We're going to go ahead and make some changes. Let's go to the toolbar. We're going to go change the 10 to 5, and we're going to change the subject to a body of the email. Let's see what kind of answers we're going to get. Body, and tab it, and it's going to think, and this is the answer we get from ChatGPT. It provided us with the subject and the body of the email. This is very useful when you're scrambling for ideas. Let's double click to expand the field here to see what we get, and you can always replace your company name with the company name of your own company to personalize your answer. As mentioned before in other sections, all you have to do is just make those changes in the toolbar, and you get your answer personalized in any way you want. The difference between AI.table and AI.list is AI.table creates a table, and AI.list creates a list of your question. In this section, I'm going to show you how to use the AI.choice in Microsoft Excel. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. I've already created an example here for you. We created two rows here. One is for a ticket, one is feedback status, and the H column is possible answers. We want the ChatGPT to make a decision of each of these tickets. Not happy, very satisfied, not satisfied, not too bad, love it, or hate it. So we want the ChatGPT to give us the answer of those possible three we have on the right in the H column. So we want to fill this information, because let's say you have thousands of this feedbacks, and you want to make sure that this process is automated for you, and build a system that automatically fills in the rating for each of those tickets. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and use the AI.choice. We're going to do equal AI.choice, and we're going to go ahead and select the column here all the way down, and we're going to comma, and then we're going to select the possible answers, and we're going to close it and tab it, and here we are. It gives us the answer for not happy with the product is negative, very satisfied positive, all the way down to won't recommend it negative, love it positive, and hate it negative. And that's how easily you can figure out this process. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use AI.format function in Microsoft Excel. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. In this section, I've created an example for you for AI.format. So if you look to your right, it says AI.format. We're going to format these criteria to the proper casing or title. So we're going to go ahead and put our code in there. Equal AI.format and parentheses. We're going to select our criteria here. We're going to go all the way from John Smith to properties, and then if you click on it, it says John Smith, but J is capital and S is capital. That's proper casing. Now if we stretch it down, all the way down, it gives us automatically every proper casing and title in the proper way. Hello World, 123 Main Street, and everything is created as asked. So that's the easiest way of doing a format. And that's all you have to do to format your inquiry. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use the AI.extract in Microsoft Excel. Open Microsoft Excel and click on Create New Workbook. Here's an example I created. We need to extract the information based on the criteria selected under in the e-cell, such as phone number, email address, date, phone number again, amount, email address, license plate, website, a transaction ID, and date. We're going to use the AI.extract function. All we have to do is we go to the right here, we double click equal AI.extract, and then we're going to select the criteria. The criteria is going to be the D cell here, and then comma, and then the target is going to be a E cell, close the parentheses, and it gives us the phone number. Now if we want to extract all the information, all we have to do is use the same technique. Double click, expand that cell all the way down to the date, and it extract all the information that's required based on the E cell. And as you can see, it extracted the phone number, email address, the date, phone number again, amount, email address, license plate, a website, a transaction ID, and a date. And that's how easy it is to use AI.extract in Microsoft Excel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.